Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people.
Hello there and welcome to another one. I trust I found you in good spirits. My name is Mr. Tender. We're back with another one. It's game on, baby. And you know how it is. Hare is here, Pumza is here, Rafi is not here, Aya from, not the Aya that's next to me, obviously. The Aya that's the content producer, the one that is making sure that each and every week we bring you the best guests that are doing their best, that are doing their most to ensure that the next person is the best version of themselves in the cricket circles or in the sporting circles. Like I said, we are here every Thursday, so if videos like this interest you, please consider subscribing, liking, and sharing. And also for the mental stuff, we are there for you. So just click on any of the links that you see popping up. They are there to help you. Anyway, the nitty-gritties are out the way, and we're going to introduce our guest. And this is the first time that I actually went on the bio to try and get all the information that I can get on this person. And ladies and gentlemen, today we've got Ayavuya Myoli. I don't know if I said it right, mate.
Yeah, that's fine. Ayavuya Myoli.
Ayavuya Myoli. I think Ayavuya means that we are grateful.
We're happy.
I'm killing this, right? I am killing this. Ayavuya Myoli is a South African cricketer, and he's a right-hand bat, a right-hand bowler, very tall. You know, there's certain individuals whereby the moment you sit next to them or you stand next to them, you're like, jeepers, I thought I was tall. Mm-hmm. But no, I'm not. Anyway, Aya, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks.
It's been a while, bro.
Yeah, it's been a while.
How's things?
Oh, good.
That's good.
Can't complain.
That's good. The last time I saw you, you were a player, and now we're going to get into your coaching career, and I'm so excited. Anyway, I don't know, what was your first impression when Aya said, we need you on the show? What did you think?
No, like I think I've had a relationship with you before that, so
Sure,
it's one of those things that I touch, I must go just.
Definitely.
That's my brother, so
Yeah,
it was something like that.
No, I appreciate it,
easy.
bro. I appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Thing.
Anyway, if you would like to advertise with us, please use the banner underneath here is there for you to advertise your company. So what we always say is, as our listeners and our viewers are watching our content, they're going to know about you. So you're establishing a footprint with your company and what you do, what you sell, and whatever. From no matter how small you are to how big you are, you can come and advertise on our platform. And it's individuals like Aya that are going to come through and we'll learn from them. So our listeners are going to learn from that. And from there, you're going to establish your own footprint as a business. And in that, we're going to get a kickback. You're going to get advertising. And that's how it is. Anyway, Aya, before we get into the order of today, we've got a game, right? Yeah. So the game, I don't know the game. I just heard about the game. And Ghost Lady decided to bring us something that is different. Because any other time, what we always do is we bring 5 icebreaker questions.
Okay.
And with the 5 icebreaker questions is to ensure that guys are not,
relaxed.
you want guys to be relaxed and all that. Because at the end of the day, this is not an interview, it's a conversation. And we want the guest to feel at home because you are home. We're brothers, like you said. And everyone else that knows, yes, me and you have got a relationship, but probably the listener is thinking, who is this dude? Who's this handsome young fella who's here? I talk too much. Anyway, so we're going to get questions. However, we've got 2 shots here, right? 2 shots. And a drink. You don't know what is in there, right?
Hope it's not a tequila. Hope it's not a tequila.
And whoever gets it right,
okay.
So you're going to shout your name. So this is between me and you. It's cricket-related questions. So whoever that knows it has to quickly say your name first. Then you're going to take the answer. Okay. Right. So you can't just rush and say, cricket. No, you're going to drink for that. So you have to say, Aya. Then Aya answers. Okay. So, Ghosty, are you ready for us? I'm excited and nervous.
Wow, why are you nervous? It's the first time hearing you nervous. So, okay. Let's warm the room up. Okay, first question. One of the most successful captains in the world. He has a record of having played 162 consecutive ODIs. The first captain to forfeit a test innings. So I'm not going to say the last thing because then it will give you a clue because I also know him. Yeah, so who's that?
Forfeiter?
One of the most successful captains in the world. He has a record of having played 162 consecutive ODIs. The first captain... Yes, I am.
So Ricky Pointing?
No.
Tats.
Yes, Tats.
Graham Smith.
No. The first captain to forfeit a test innings. He's no more. He died
Tats.
in 2002.
Tats.
Yes, Tats.
Hansa Cronier.
Yes. I didn't want to say that because I was going to give...
Let's drink, Baba.
I was going to give away the answer.
Drink, Baba.
Nice, ne?
Spillage. Drink it all, Baba.
Nice, ne? Very nice. I know. Tastes so good.
Okay, next one.
Next question. Which South African cricketer's first two names is Jonathan Neal, as in Neil?
Aya.
Yes, Aya?
Mackenzie.
No.
Jonathan Neal.
Yes. His first two names is Jonathan Neal. But I don't, I think that's not the names that you know in cricket, but his first two names.
Tatenda.
Yes, Tatenda.
John T.
John T. Who?
Flipping rods.
You didn't see this. You didn't.
John T.
You
Rhodes.
didn't. Okay, baby, don't get all right because
Is it John T?
it is John T. Rhodes. Yeah, it says it here.
Did you know that John T. Rhodes' name was Neil? Wow.
He played South Africa to 2003.
The match fixing here, what? Yes.
Okay, Chance, please don't answer this. Even if you know it, give Aya a chance. Please. Okay. Graham Smith became the youngest Protea captain in 2003. He was also a leader at his high school. Which high school was that?
Aya.
Yes, Aya?
That's Keza.
Yes. Let's drink up.
Graham Smith was a Cares boy.
Okay. What date did South Africa gain readmission to the ICC?
Aya.
Yes, Aya.
That's 1992.
Tatenda.
Tatenda?
1994.
No.
No.
1990.
No.
92.
No.
91.
Because I guessed it.
91.
Yes.
91. The first test was...
It was 10 July 1991.
No, not 92, India.
You are there.
92 was the World Cup.
Oh, I don't know.
Come on, Che.
All right. He has 421 wickets in Test cricket and 393 wickets in ODI cricket, and also scored more than 3,000 runs in both forms of the game. A former captain of South Africa, he was, Western Cricketer of the Year in 2003. Who is he?
Aya.
Yes, Aya.
Jacques Callis?
No.
I wanted to say Dale Steyn, but then it can't be because it doesn't have runs.
3,000. How many runs?
3,000.
How many runs?
3,000 runs.
No.
If I answer, can they both?
They're both.
If I answer.
Yes.
Sean Pollock.
Yes, they both.
Oh, yeah.
Hey. Okay. Because as soon as they spoke about runs, I was like, Dale Steyn doesn't have runs.
Yeah, no, 421 is absolutely Sean Pollock.
Okay, cheers, bro.
21, yeah. That's Jacques
421
Callis.
wickets, I knew immediately who that was.
That's the record, eh?
Cheers.
No, I think Steyn broke it, no?
Okay, I need to ask until that drink is finished. So, how far are we with the drink?
Let's have one more.
Okay.
One more question.
Okay. Well, let's wait for Aya. Who did South Africa play against in their final group match at the 2003 World Cup?
Final group match.
Yes.
2003.
2003.
World Cup. Yes.
Australia.
Nope. Do you know this?
But I must drink because he didn't say his name before answering.
Oh yeah.
Rules are rules. Yeah.
No, but then because no one got it right, so he can give a chance to say his name again.
Okay.
Okay.
2003.
Now you haven't said your name.
The 2000.
I'm
Can you
still
please
thinking.
repeat the question?
Who did South Africa play against in their final group match at the 2003 World Cup?
Yeah, Pakistan.
No.
Tats.
Yes.
New Zealand.
No. Come on, guys.
2003.
Yes, World Cup.
Group stages, 2003.
Cricket.
Group stages, 2003. Sri Lanka?
You got that right.
Yeah!
Aya
I
drinks.
said there was match fixing.
Okay, thank you, Hero.
Awesome stuff. Thank you, Gusto. That's been amazing. At least it got us warm.
That isn't it.
Do you like it?
You guys don't know cricket. You know this cricket,
Not the old cricket, yeah. But yeah, anyway. So that was the icebreaker questions.
Okay.
That came with a bit of a drink. You're the first one to introduce this. And the next guest that is coming, I'm going to need more and heavy stuff, yeah. Anyway, Heroes, how's it, bruh? Let's just get you in there.
I'm good. Can't complain. It's
That's
been a
good.
good week.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Aya is here, and feel free to jump in whenever.
No, absolutely.
And,
No,
we're
I've got questions and comments, and you know,
Awesome.
you know how it goes. I'm always
Yeah.
ready to
Yeah.
fire.
So Aya, we're gonna grill you, brother.
Not
no
grill,
problem.
but just conversations, man. Just to hear his thoughts and his journey, you know.
Yeah.
I think that's the most important thing. I think Brian also told a very strong story.
Yeah.
You know, I've told my story, you know,
Yeah.
especially for players of color and those who are watching who might be, you know, interested in how he got to where he got to, you know, what was the journey, what were the trials and tribulations.
Definitely.
Especially as a man who's played first class cricket, he
Yeah,
can maybe then
yeah,
share some more insight into youngsters who are trying to get through and push
Yeah.
through the system.
Yeah. Awesome stuff. So, Aya, you went on to Cricinfo, and you were born in King Williamstown, in the Cape Province, and you're gonna tell us who Aya is. I get that, but for someone, I know who you are, and it's always that thing of whenever you're about to do an interview with somebody, you think, who's that person? So, in your own words, who is Aya? Yes, Aya was born in King Williamstown and in the Cape Province, but who is Aya in your own words?
Yeah, man. I'll start with my family first.
Yeah.
People that put me into this world.
Yeah.
So yeah, Aya is surname is Myoli.
Yeah.
Originally, my mom and dad, they're from the Eastern Cape. My dad is from Stadtheim, which is known as Tumagala. And then my mom is from the Transkei, Ekua, which is, and then they got married, and then I'm the last born I've got 4 siblings, and I grew up with my 4 siblings in Bisho. I always not say King Williamstown. There's a difference, But
Oh,
it's nice.
Bisho is
I'm from
Bisho and
Bisho.
King Williamstown the
We're
same?
the capital of the
Oh,
Eastern
okay.
Cape.
So what is like
So I'm
you were
Yeah, man.
like you'd say you grew up in Soweto and they say you were born in Johannesburg, kinda.
Nah, not really.
Uh.
It's just like 2 Ks or 3 Ks away from each other.
Yeah, but King Williamstown
King
is the
Williamstown.
capital.
Yeah, but I was born in King. But I was born in King Williamstown and Grey Hospital, and then I was born and bred at Bisho.
I see.
So,
I see.
yeah.
Okay.
So
So
I'm
when
from
you
the
go
Bisho.
home, you're going at Bisho.
I have to go to Bisho.
Awesome
Yeah,
stuff.
so
I've
I'm
been
from
I've
Bisho.
been a bit of Bisho, a bit of Ngobo.
Ngobo.
Yeah, Ngobo. Yeah, you're not that one. Anyway, right arm fast bowler, and take us through your cricketing journey. At what point did Aya say, you know what, at age 5 or age 10, whatever, I think I'm going to make something out of my cricket?
I think I've got an older brother. He's 6 years older than me. So he was at Dell. So I always played with him. So
Yeah.
he was like my best friend. So whatever he liked, I had to do it.
Yeah.
'Cause I used to play with him all the time. So my brother was the one who loved cricket. I used to play cricket with him at home. I used to play cricket him at the streets with him, and then I used to go watch his games at an early age before I even played cricket at Dell College. So I used to just be there, learn the game. He taught me the game, and then eventually I ended up. I never used to like cricket. I used to like soccer and
Wow.
other things.
Okay.
And then this cricket kicked in later in my life, with my brother influencing it.
Yeah.
And yeah, but I started.
How old were you when the cricket bug caught you?
I've always loved it because of my brother. But the first game I played in because I went to a Christian school, an abundant life in King Williamstown, and then I went to another school where there was no sport.
Yeah.
So then I went to Dell College in grade 8.
Okay.
So that's when I first started playing my.
Take me through. You go to school with. You go to a school that your Makai and Tinis went to. Malibongo Maketa went to Dell. Mondes Ondeki, I think, went to Dell as well. You walking into those corridors, or you walking through the big gate that says "Welcome to Dell College." What does that do to a kid that is grade 8 and thinking, I'm probably sitting in a desk where one of the greats was sitting on? How does that?
Yeah, but it was a proper feeling. I remember our orientation week. When we got there, you can feel when you enter the hall, you enter the school. You can feel you can feel the room.
Yeah.
When you go in there to go when they're speaking, you can feel the energy that's in the room, the history that's in the place. So I think one of the things I told myself, I said I want to be like Makayanti and I want to be like Mondes Ondeki.
Wow.
That's what I feel, and I can do it because this guy went to this school.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was one of those feelings, but yeah.
I think it comes back again to, if they did it, they probably were like me at some point in grade 8 and thinking, geez, I want to play for my... I don't think there's anyone that walks into a cricketing school and say, I just want to be a nobody. So for them, yes, they were the greats. For you, you were a youngster, you looked up to them. You understand? And a lot of youngsters that grew up in those eras, they looked at Makayantini as this great god, kind of. A guy that never been injured, went through a career of 23 odd years with minimal injuries. And every youngster that is walking in there and thinking, if I went to the same school with him, surely I can be what he became. So take me through, I just want to know and understand, at what point from grade 6, grade 7, or grade 6 when someone is starting to say, which high school are you going to? Did you know that you were going to Dell? Was it a scholarship? Was it part of the family culture since your brother was there? Was your brother there on scholarship, or it was because you guys were privileged enough to be able to afford such prestigious schools?
No, my parents, my dad, and my mom was a teacher, my dad was a teacher. So we're not rich, we're not, but they could take the main thing, and the main thing that they put on was education on their children.
Yeah.
So they made sure that my brother went to Dell. They paid for the school fees. I went to Dale, grade 8. I paid under 14 Cs first when I rocked up at Dale.
Wow.
So I paid 14 Cs. So yeah, my parents paid for me at school. They were both teachers, and they put their money in the education and for the child to be great. Yeah, which I really appreciate.
So you didn't go to Dale because of your cricket. You went to Dale because parents sent you to Dale. Because one would think, okay, all the people that turned professional, they went to those cricketing schools because of scholarships, or they went there because of opportunities that has to do with playing sport. Because believe it or not, I think you have to go to a proper school for you to then make pro. You get it? So everyone that goes there is going through scholarship, and here you are, your parents were saying. So it was more to do with education than it was to do with sport.
It was more of a family thing, because I've got 3 sisters, and then I've got my brother, and then it's me. So my brother went to Dale. So I think the reason I got into Dale was so easy, because I remember the person that I went for the interview was like, "Oh, you Thando Myoli's brother," but he was more of a. It was more of in the studies.
So he wasn't.
He was a very clever man. Okay. He played cricket, but he wasn't.
But it was more to do with studies.
More on the studies, so they kind of thought maybe I was gonna be in the studies also, which I got involved in cricket. Yeah, So I think I had my brother already who laid up the foundation for me at Dale. Okay. And they respected the guy.
But you going to Dale was. Did it have anything to do with academics, or for you?
No, I wanted to play cricket.
Yours was cricket.
No, my mind
from
was
the
cricket.
From
the set when I got accepted, that was cricket.
It's cricket.
I wanted to play. I want to play for South Africa. I said I want to play for Warriors. and I want to play cricket.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
And this is the best opportunity that I can
That
do
you
it
can.
in.
It then goes on to say you went to Dale College and then you went to Hare University.
Yeah.
Take me through your high school playing career.
Actually, before you go there, so I just have a question because I think maybe we've all been there. So when you started playing cricket at Dale and now you had to ask Itama for a kit, was he happy about this request? Because, you know, it was a fight for, you know, to really get my first set of pads, everything. You know, my dad bought me a box only, and I was like, "God damn,
That's
guys."
the cheapest.
Because, you know, back then in school, we had a school kit.
Yeah.
We had a laser kit, so we all shared the laser kit.
Yeah.
And there was one laser 5-star bet which used to fight over.
Okay.
So sometimes before break time, someone would go to this and take the 5-star and hold on to it until game time.
Yeah.
So how was the conversation in good? No, okay, Dad, Timer, I need pads, I need a bat, I need spikes, because you know, my dad was always up for the cheapest. He was like, no, we're gonna get the cheapest item until you can prove that you are.
You are good.
Yeah, if you're not
Yeah.
good, then we're gonna keep.
It's a waste of money.
Yeah, I can't be wasting my money on this.
Yeah.
My society, my petrol.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Literally, I've never bought a kit in my life. I've never bought kit in my life. Like a betting kit.
Yeah.
I don't think I loved bowling. That's what I did. But I remember my first team game, we were playing against Kingswood. I was bowling with techies. First team.
Cheapest.
Yeah.
And
But
all the
there
other
was no
kids,
Grahamstown,
all
there's a
the
bit
other
of-
kids are wearing
Yeah,
quality.
but I didn't know because I used to bowl. I was
In
bowling
techies from
then.
the
Wow,
get-go.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
We
yeah.
don't know
Same-
what spikes.
I
What
didn't
spikes.
know,
Yes,
yeah. So my first team game for Dale, I was in grade 10. I bowled with techies in one game, and then it was no Grahamstown, was a bit overcast, a bit of rain and stuff like that. I
So
never
now-
slid. I was just bowling,
Jeez,
and I did
how
well.
did you?
And I did very well. I remember the game.
Yeah.
And then my parents, I remember my first pair of spikes, my parents bought it for me. It was my first pair of spikes that they bought for me.
Do you still remember the brand?
It was, what was it? Hey, I don't remember that name. It was some H or something in that. There was some H there.
That were the bowling boots. or-
High tech, well, yeah, it was a high tech. Yeah, high
I
tech
remember
spikes.
them.
You
I
know those
remember-
high
I had
tech
to push
spikes?
my father past them. I remember I was like, hey, I don't want these.
I don't want this.
Yeah,
one.
please.
Yeah.
I got the Nike all-rounders. This is a Sean Pollock.
Oh, I got some high tech ones.
Hey, those were, yeah, I know. That was a
But
fight.
did they do the work though?
What's that?
Did they do the work?
No, they did the job, but they had to do the job.
You didn't have a choice.
No, they had to do the
Yeah,
job. So those
yeah.
were my first ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. those were
I
my
see.
first
I
pair of
see here
spikes.
on Cricket Info it says your nicknames are Aya. Obviously, Aya is short for
Yeah.
Ayavuya. Then where is Harmisson coming
That's
from?
coming from Dale.
Okay.
So
Take us
remember,
through that.
That was Steve Harmisson. Remember the Steve Harmisson era
Okay.
when South Africa was playing England?
Mm.
Here at home, Harmisson was cleaning up.
Yes, I remember.
Remember
His wild
when-
action.
in
Yeah,
his
I
wild
tall,
action,
tall,
and
big
tall.
fella.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
So I was also tall, and that name they gave me, I was also
Harmisson,
cleaning
okay.
up at school.
So you were cleaning up.
So
there.
they're like, there's Harmisson, yes, or Harmisson.
Ah.
So I got that name from there, and it stood on.
Wow.
Even when I had to go to the bush, I had to try to make this name end. Yeah,
Okay,
I
it's
struggled
still
a
you
bit,
can't.
but now it ended a bit.
They
Some
say
people-
with a nickname, try not to deny it, because the more you deny it, the more it will stick. So people won't forget. The more you're like, no man, don't call me Harmisson. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Just for the fact that we're not supposed to call you Harmisson, we all call you Harmisson. Awesome stuff. Then Aya goes to Hare. This is okay. You were taking us through your high school days. At what point did you play first team cricket at
So
school?
I started in grade. I played under 14 C's, B's.
So you were nobody by then.
I was a nobody,
Yeah.
and then I worked hard. I played third team. I played second team. I played first team in grade 10. I think it was one of the last games of my grade 10 year.
Yeah.
In grade 11, I played the whole of first team, and I made border under 18 the Coke week,
Okay.
and then metric I played again.
So this is a boy that is being called, and they say you are in the under 19. Can you please, when Hare is coughing, please, please,
Sorry,
because
sorry.
Hare's coughing is making us feel like we are dying. Yeah.
Come on.
You get cold that you're playing Coke Week.
Yes.
Take me through the mindset of a youngster who's 18 to hear you're
The
gonna
Coke.
play Coke, because Coke Week is one of the major tournaments that sets anyone's career going into semi-pro.
No, bro, I couldn't believe it. I remember when But I remember in grade 11, I was doing well, but I never thought I was gonna make it for the under 18 week for border, because they've had the team since under 13, under 14,
and you were not there
like,
because you were playing C. And
so I just rocked up
yeah.
there in the trials. I remember the trials. There was one player, I think it was from Queen's College. I forgot the guy's name. Good bowler. And then I was getting, because I've been following this guy. I've been looking up to this guy.
All of a sudden, you're
and
next
now I'm
to
in the
him.
same trials with him.
Yeah, now
I
you're
was
next to
asking
him.
for advice from him in the trials. What
During
should I
trials,
do?
what should I do?
What should I do? What
Yeah.
should I do? And I made the team. I was like,
Did he make it off?
he make the team.
Wow.
He didn't
Wow.
make the team,
Wow.
but so it was that. I think that stage, I just wanted to learn the game. Wanted to just absorb as much as I can into the game and work hard as I can, and that's what I did. I think.
As a youngster, though, you are to have the presence of mind to ask another youngster because you want to absorb as much information. How did you come about to be that mature at such a young age? Because surely when he was giving you advice, he was boasting, kinda like, these youngsters, they hear from me. But not knowing you're all in the same age group. So you're basically contending for the same jersey, if so to speak. Where did you get such maturity to say, I need to get as much information? Because you then strike me as you didn't mind being 12th man and running in with the drinks as long as I'm in the changing room and I'm hearing what they are saying when they are saying. How did you get to be that mature so early?
It was just hunger.
Hunger.
It was hunger. I'll tell you one thing. I just wanted what I wanted, and I was hungry. I wanted to just know more about the game. I wanted to watch those guys. I wanted to be part of them. If they say bowl, I say, okay, let me run in and bowl.
I'm here.
I think that's more of the energy thing that got me there.
Okay.
And watching the game and following up on the game.
Wow.
Yeah.
You finished matric, then.
No, and then before.
Yes.
So my matric, yeah. So I've played the co-quick now, matric.
Okay.
So matric I played. Then I played against England for the SA Invitational team.
Nice.
And
So this was after the co-quick.
no, that is my matric year.
Oh, in your matric.
December.
Yeah. Okay.
So I played against England. We were about to play South Africa. You know those warm-up games where they pick
Yeah,
the SA Invitational team.
Invitational side. Yeah.
So I made the SA Invitational
Like,
side.
jeez, so I'm making something out of my career. Yeah.
So
I'm
that
not
was
just like
that
wake
was
up,
where
yeah.
I was like, okay, now I think
It's happening.
I can to make this thing professional. So that's when I was like, okay, yeah,
It's
now-
happening, yeah.
Now it's happening because I was bowling to. There was Andrew Strauss, Jonathan Trott, Kevin Peters,
Quality
Paul
players.
Collingwood,
Quality players.
Trott, and all those guys. Remember that English team?
Yeah.
So I was, and just finished matric. So now I had to make decisions where I'm going and stuff like that. After am I going for studies, am I following this game?
Yeah.
So yeah.
So it then becomes, do I go to university or do I pursue this cricketing career? Where are the parents in all this in the decision making? Because from all I know, I grew up with my mom being a teacher and my dad being a teacher, and sport is the last thing. School first. So to then wake up and say I am thinking of a possibility of pursuing sport over school. How was that
That was not
conversation?
easy. You know, if your mom was a teacher, and your dad,
You understand?
no, they told me straight. So my siblings also they also academics, everyone.
Yeah.
So they said me, so cricket, whenever you do, but there's one uneducated in this house.
Sure.
That's what they said.
Straight up, no
I had a
negotiation.
few bursaries to go and play cricket, academies and everything. And then I'm the last born and my parents were old.
So they were a lot light and lenient.
So they were like, no, Mdanama, you can go to, because there was this thing that just started at Forte with Cricket South Africa for Black Africans.
Okay.
And everyone was in Joburg, my siblings. So there's no one at home. And I was a young, I said, okay, just be here. There's a bursary opportunity here with cricket. You can study and play cricket. And you're close to us and you want to keep on coming and visiting and seeing us. So not everyone is in Johannesburg or everyone is away. So I decided to go to Forte.
So that's what prompted your decision to go to varsity there.
No, it was no. I had to go to varsity with my.
Oh, there was
my family.
no, it was not a negotiation.
No, there was no
You had
negotiation.
to-
there.
yeah.
I had to study.
Oh, we're not asking you. We're telling
I
you.
had to
You are
study.
going.
I had to study.
Then take me through your stint at Fort Hare. What did you study?
No, I studied sports science.
I see.
I studied sports science, but yeah, studied sports science. I did my 2-3 years, and then I couldn't finish. Cricket was calling.
Cricket was calling a lot.
I was traveling a lot. I was
Yeah.
playing for Border. I would leave there on the Tuesday, and I would go play.
So it was
in
screwing up
Togo,
your
go
studies
play in
anyway.
Durban, and
Yeah.
then I was like, no, I can't handle this, and my mind is not here. So
But then at this time,
But it was final year of my
parents,
third year.
your parents are saying that you're making something out of this cricket.
they saw I'm making something out
Yeah,
of cricket,
yeah,
and I
yeah.
told them I'm gonna finish it, which I'm still gonna do,
Yeah.
and finish my degree because I'm left with the year.
With
That
a
was
year.
my final year.
Yeah.
So maybe they'll take me back to second year or whatever.
Well,
they do,
yeah,
this
exactly,
is-
obviously.
but
then-
it has
but
to be done.
It will happen.
It will help
It will
also
happen.
with what.
So you then so obviously you're in university. That's when you played for Border. Border being your first
Yes,
class franchise side in Eastern Cape at that point in time. At what point now were you then called up to play for Border during your varsity years? That was your third year
Yeah, no, I played for Border in my first year.
at varsity.
Before varsity in January, before I
Yeah.
entered varsity, because I played a game when I was in school for England
Yes,
against
that was
England.
December.
That was
huh?
December.
Yes,
So my first year, I was thinking universities were opening in February.
yeah.
Then the amateur setup was starting for Border.
Also, you then
they
you
had
started
to
with
get
them.
me
okay.
in. I had played my first game for Border. It was a game, and then I went to university. Then I
Okay.
didn't play for a while.
Yeah.
Then I went to Forte. I played at Forte, and I played at Forte. And then I played SA universities. I played I played SA universities twice. I made it twice, and I played SA under 23. Then I went back to Border,
Yeah.
and then there was a bit of I'm gonna say it. There was a bit of fights between me and Border that time. There was a bit of fights where I felt like I'm supposed to play, but I couldn't
Not
play
play, yeah.
and stuff like that. And 40 and Border, I don't know. There was something that was
So
happening around there.
was the university fighting with the franchise because the games were clashing? Kinda.
There was a clash, man. Yes, but yeah, there was a clash. And know how it's from East London to Alice is like 120 k's to 140
Just an
kilometers
hour or so.
distance,
Yeah.
an hour and something.
Mm.
You see, so it was tough for
The
us.
commuting.
So that time I was working with Mfuneko Ngam. So
Okay.
and I loved it there. Gami taught me a lot in bowling. I was just working with him, and I was lucky. Let me just focus.
So you're working
on-
with him as your private coach?
He was my mentor. He was my
okay.
private coach. He was
Yeah.
He was the head of the. He was coach's head of the Forte
The
Academy,
Okay.
and was a fast bowler.
Yeah,
so it was
yeah.
very great for me to be working with such a man.
Such a legend, actually.
Yeah, such a legend.
So Border, you are with. Okay, fine. It's Border under 19, then Border the franchise.
Yeah.
Then from there, Griqualand West. What's the difference between the two? Griqualand was still in Eastern Cape, isn't it?
No, that's Kimberley.
Or that's so you had to move now.
No, that was my third year
Yeah.
of varsity. Then I was like, cricket was calling,
Mm.
and I played for SA universities.
Okay. So
The tournament was held
They select the few individuals
in
from
the
every-
universities,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then I played for SA universities, and our tournament was, and I made the SA universities team. And then we went to all play against SA Rural, SA Universities, SA Colts. So I went there and I played there. And I was bowler of the tournament. And there was three teams. And then the CEO came to me, he's like, Champ,
Wow.
we want you here.
Wow.
Come play. There's a contract, semi-professional contract. We need you to come play.
But then at this point in time, you still need to consult with mom and dad
No, that time.
before you accept or decline.
I think they could see. That
Oh,
time
that-
they could
the
see. I think
cricket was
this
too
cricket
loud.
this cricket thing is
It's
not
too
bad.
loud.
That's what they said.
Oh, it's not bad.
Yeah, this cricket thing is not bad. I think you can go. You can go with it.
But it took a lot of convincing.
Yeah, to do a lot of convincing. With the neighbors being on the papers at a young age. Oh, your son is so him
So
there.
this cricketing thing is not
This
bad.
cricket thing is not bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then they're like, yeah. then they're like, oh, child, if you've got something that you love,
Go.
then go out and pursue it and follow it.
Yeah.
And it was easy for me to be able to move around. It was easy for me to move around because I started cricket very late. I was not under. I was just a boy that grew up in Bisho.
Yeah.
And then I went to Dale and I played some cricket. So yeah.
Awesome.
So it was very easy for me to say, okay, let me go there, let me go there, let me go there.
Yeah.
There was not really like I was not they got me they gave me a bursary at the age of. I just followed myself, and wherever I go, I say I'm going here. I'm going there.
So that means
fail here, I go
you
there.
You never struggled with transitions, obviously, from moving from town to town, or because this is a kid that grew up in Eastern Cape. All of a sudden, you're being given a contract to move to Kimberley. That's on the other side of town. Different culture, different people, different setups, environments, whatsoever. You never struggled with the transitions between. Obviously, I don't know what language do they speak in Kimberley. It's mostly Afrikaans now, isn't it?
Well, they speak Afrikaans,
And a bit of Tswana, isn't it?
Tswana.
And it's hot.
And it's hot.
Hot. Been a couple of games. Kimberley, it's hot,
And
guys.
it's hot.
Unbelievable.
So how then did you transition to look at all those factors before you can take a decision and say, yes, I'm going? Because now, one, you're going to be playing a 3-day match or a 4-day match in that heat.
Yeah.
You're coming from Eastern Cape where predominantly, I think every 2 or 3 days it's cloudy, overcast and probably raining and whatnot. To have that, did you use that did you consider all those factors before taking, or you just, no, I'm
You're
doing
a kid.
this?
You're
You just do it.
young. You're hungry. You just want
Just
to
go.
Follow your
go.
heart.
Wherever they say come.
They say
follow
come.
your
They give you
heart,
opportunity. They sing your talent. Like, oh, you believe in me. I'm coming to you. I'm
coming.
gonna show you what I
I'm
can
coming.
do.
Then you
And I
go
think,
from
sorry, just to
Griqualand.
interrupt. I think just as a black male African playing cricket, once someone appreciates your talent,
Yeah.
because as I said, his parents were teachers, so they were not.
You're not just going to
they're not gonna say,
go
my
play
son.
cricket.
For example, I played with many cricketers. Their fathers there on the touchline saying, "My son is the best batsman in this team." Meanwhile, he can't.
Yeah.
He's just playing. Feel Lumund is dead.
Yeah.
And you can see he's dead. You're better than, but you've got no one in your corner, sort of, pumping you up, and no one speaks to selectors about you. So it's always difficult. So once you get the recognition from somebody outside, you're like, okay, actually, you know what?
So
I can play this game. Actually, I can play this game.
yes,
And I think even for me, playing club cricket, playing cricket at high school, playing regional, provincial, my parents were never there. They were hardly there because they were busy.
I think that's the irony.
Yeah, but
That's the
busy. So
irony of having a
it's-
black parent as well. Parents they don't understand the game.
Yeah.
So them not being there is not because they don't want to, it's because they don't understand what's happening.
Even that they've got commitments because of our socio-economic thing. As I said,
they
weekend,
work.
it's
Yeah.
society,
Yeah.
it's this and that, it's church, so now you're playing club cricket. I must drive to the Val.
Like, go.
I must go to the Val to. I know
That's-
it's on langa lisonto namhlanje.
Yeah.
He'll tell me about it when he gets home. At least ngimniki imali taxi, mali
At
kudla,
least
he can carry
I
on.
supported
Yeah.
him. Yeah.
But I never really minded. I never felt it. Because to me, they asked me, what do you want to do with your life?
I want to play cricket.
That I want to play cricket. So for me, how it came from a family, it was just like a job. I don't go and watch my mom on his teaching.
No.
I don't watch my brother
So
when
I'm at
he's doing
work.
his stuff.
I like that.
So to
mindset.
me, I
Yeah,
came with a
I like
mindset.
that, yes.
So I was like, this is my job.
I'm at work.
So this is my
So
work.
they don't have to come and say,
They
oh,
don't come
well
and
done.
say, oh, well done,
nice.
whatever.
You mark nicely.
They will call me
well.
maybe when they see me on TV. It's
Yeah,
what
like,
my
oh,
mother
we
used
saw
to do.
you.
Oh,
Yeah,
we saw you on
saw you on
TV.
TV.
And this all done. And she didn't even care about cricket. Something that she'll say, I saw your face, my child. I can see you look good.
Wow.
And that's the
doing
best thing that
That's the
I
best
can
thing that can
answer.
come from, yeah,
If she
yeah.
sees that I'm looking
You're
good,
looking
and my
good.
mother tells me
Yeah.
that,
That means I'm taking good
and
care
I'm taking care of myself. So that's how I took it.
That's impossible. That's important. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then he moves to KZN. A Xhosa boy moves to KZN. Now it's predominantly Zulu-speaking people. And you know how Zulus can be, the Zulu-speaking people can be, where if you're not part of them and you did not grow up with their culture, you kind of feel left out, or it's kind of difficult to fit in. How did you fit into KZN,
Oh.
into the Dolphins?
So that season, so it's Griqualand, ne? So Griqualand, I did very well for Griqualand. And then I got Titans and not Titans and these guys. What do you call it? What do you call Titans? Northerns, yeah.
Northerns, yes.
So they call me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was the. But I didn't really play much. I think I played 1 or 2 games. So that's where I
So they just needed you in their squad.
I was in the squad, yeah. I was there. I was changing a lot of things, changing actions, and there's a lot of things that I was.
You're not comfortable with it, though.
A lot of things that was happening, and then eventually I couldn't. And that culture, it was for me. I think I kind of made me adapt to it. I didn't kind of adapt to that culture in the Northerns. So then I went back to the Eastern Cape cricket.
Because you didn't drink brandy and coke, that's why. Don't drink boozy, brandy and coke.
I think not everyone can just adapt to Pretoria.
So it was tough.
Different lifestyle. Yeah.
I've heard from a lot of players of color that it's quite a difficult adjustment.
So I went back to the home. That was my first time in home with no contract that time since varsity.
Did you just make the decision on your own that no, I can't do this? I'm going home.
I don't know.
But
I cut my contract. I knew my contract was getting. I knew I'm losing my contract in December. The season's ending in April.
So what's going to happen to your income now? Yeah.
Let's see. Let me just finish the year and then go home. So I went home, and that time, what I did is Makayandini just retired. I was training. I used to drive from Bishop to East London. He stayed in East London. I used to train with him every day, almost every day. We ran up by the St. John's, by Eastern Beach. We go into Virgin Active. I had no contract at the time.
And Makaya is looking at you as a youngster, and he's your mentor.
He's my mentor, and I was training with him. Yeah. I remember I used to make people hitchhike. Bishop from East London, 60 k's away. That time I didn't have a contract. There's a Corolla there at home. Guys from Bishop.
So you take that car and
So I would take a Corolla. So I knew there were people working at 7. At 7.
To give them a lift.
To give him a lift.
Yeah.
And get those 20 rands. Just 1, 2, 3, and 20.
What is
and I pour some petrol, and I buy myself, and then I drive. I go gym with Makaya, train with Makaya. And then that's my lunch. I know, just get a pie, sausage roll, and some Coke or some energy.
Yeah.
Then I wait for them till 4 o'clock.
Let's go back.
Then we go back. That's another 80 rand.
Yeah.
So I was doing that, working hard, and I was working with the guy. Makaya was there for me. No contract. And my parents were in Joburg that time because my dad was sick before he passed away. So I was alone in that house. And I was like, hey, trying to add things together and stuff like that. So I was just training, doing all of that, doing no taxi and
Wow.
And then I got a call.
In you doing all this, are you hustling for a contract or you just waiting?
No, I'm calling, mate. I'm sending messages to people. They say, "Can I come?"
Okay.
What's happening here? No.
Are they responding though?
Some are responding, some are promising, but the promise is not happening. So they call me to Durban. Jay Naidu. Mr. Jay Naidu, a man that I respect very much. He said, okay, come, champ. Come to Durban. And he's like, I can't put you anything. I'm not going to give you a contract.
But come through.
He said, come through. And I said, yeah, I'm coming. And then he put me into he said, I'm going to put you at Glenwood Boys.
As a coach?
No, you're going to stay there.
Okay.
You're going to stay at
the
hostel.
Okay.
So you eat there, you do everything there. Then you're going to train with the academy. I think they were giving me 250 a week.
Was that enough though?
What? No, it made me. I was eating 3 meals a day.
Oh, so the
and
money
then it was just for taxi,
wow,
and I was eating 3 meals a day, and it was just taxi.
So it was
then
enough.
I did that.
Yeah.
I played academy. 2 months time, I was into the Dolphins. I played for. Then they promoted to the amateur side when the season started. My first game for the amateur side. I was hungry, and I've been training. And I got a fifer. I remember I got a fifer against KZN England. My first game for KZN.
Wow.
Then I get a fifer. Then the Lance Klosner is calling me. He's like, hey, Chief, come here to the Dolphins. We want to see you. You're in the squad for this. I think it was T20 or still 1 day games.
Yeah. Wow.
He's like, come through. And I was bowling hit that time.
Yeah.
I was hungry. I was fit.
You were
I was-
hungry, yeah.
I was-
And the thing
I
is,
was hit.
the fact that you didn't have a contract, so when you get the sniff,
Yeah.
you had to pull through. You had
True.
to. You had to.
And then, yeah.
So with the okay, then fine. Aya has moved from okay. You stayed how long? How many seasons were you at the Dolphins?
I stayed the Dolphins. I think it was one season.
One season, then moved to
Then I moved to Joburg.
Then fine. Ayavuya Myoli makes headlines, comes to Joburg. At this point in time, obviously you're moving from contract to contract, so
Yeah.
you are fairly consistent. But then what happens? Take me through exactly what happens within the franchise system. Who approaches who when they want to let go of a player, when they want to have a player? Or is there a transfer window? Is there contracts to be renegotiated? Who pays who, and how does it all work out?
No, me, I want the time we coach where. So what happened? I wasn't going to leave the Dolphins if Lance didn't lose his job. So I was very close with Lance Klosner. I think he was more of a mentor for me, and I worked a lot with him. So Lance lost his job, and then I was like, I kind of felt, I don't know. No, someone is backing you. And then the coach leaves, and then the new coach. Yeah, so then I was like, what's going to happen with my future? This guy backed me. And if this guy was there, I will stay, yeah.
Because
So
he's the one that calls
he's
you
the one
to come and play.
and the one
he's
that worked with
backing
me,
you.
backed me also.
Yeah.
So when the new coaches arrived, I kind of saw, okay. And then Godfrey Toyana called me, one of the black mentor, you can also call him,
Yeah.
that people look
And
up
Jeff
to
is
into the
coming to
country.
we need Jeff to come to the podcast.
No,
Yes.
he's coming. He's
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
coming.
So
We have-
Prajev,
Yeah.
he came to me, Ndwana, come the other side, and also understand that my family is also in Joburg. My siblings are also
So
in
now it
Joburg.
makes sense. Yeah.
And I've always wanted to play for.
Yeah,
I
so-
thought
so
I was
it
gonna
makes
play for
sense.
Warriors and go play for Lions and play for South
Oh,
Africa.
wow. Okay.
That was my
That was your-
my
your
thing.
list.
Your route was there.
Yeah.
My thing, and
Yeah.
and
Your
live in
order.
Joburg. But it didn't happen that way. But I'm in Joburg
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
It did work out.
It worked, but not. Yeah.
So that's what prompted your decision to then move up to Joburg.
Yeah, so it was family, and there's a Jeff Prachev, which I felt was one of the coaches that he is one of the best coaches in the country.
Definitely, without a doubt.
Yeah, I would say. So he's like, hey, come to the Lions. We want you, yeah. Come play, yeah. Then I
Did you
moved
know
myself.
Jeff prior to this?
I used to just greet him.
Okay, but
He used to after a
personally-
game. I used to kill the Lions also. When I was
Yeah.
at Dolphins, there some games where I punished them a bit.
So he took
So
notes.
they're
he
like,
took
but hey,
notes.
this boy is here.
And I think that's the goodness of any good coach. They can
Yeah.
spot a good player from afar. Your match temperament, your personality, and all that. Because when you're coming into a culture, it's not just because of your talent.
Yeah.
It's also fitting in with the individual. Like you said, when you were with the Northerns, you did not quite fit in.
Not really.
In as much as yes, it's good.
Which
for
I don't
the
have a
cricket.
problem with it.
Yeah.
I've got and then at the Northerns, I've got brothers there. I've got friends there. Then when I go there, watch South Africa is playing there.
Your
I'll
mates
be
are
there and
Yeah.
greeting.
It's
"Ah, yeah,
just,
how you
it's just,
doing?"
it's just the situation that
It's
you're
just
like,
I didn't feel
the
comfortable
culture is
there.
different.
You see,
Each,
the culture is
each
different.
union has
and
their
the
own,
time,
Yeah,
own
definitely.
operationals. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was more of that.
Yeah.
It was just more of that. I didn't fit into that setup.
Yeah.
That time, I was young. Yeah.
How was your journey with the Lions? Did you
Oh,
grow?
I
And
grew a lot.
What when you speak about growth, what does that mean in your own terms? From where you left KZN to
No, Lions is home.
Lions is home.
Lions is home. Lions. They told me when you enter that changing room, they tell you. They say you're not just gonna become a cricketer, yeah. Like the changing room of the Lions are like, I would say I wish every union. I've traveled a lot. I've played in quite a few teams. It's a very open changing room. If there's something on the table, we speak about it. Someone voices his voice. Doesn't matter you black, you white, you colored or what. It's a very, we discuss things. We talk about things. We talk about current affairs. We talk about business. We'll be watching cricket.
Wow.
Guys are talking about business, how they do
Wow.
this. Guys are talking about current affairs. Guys are talking about what's happening. Guys are talking.
It's a culture.
Is
It's a
it-
culture. Yeah.
It's a culture. Lions. And they told me. I remember when I first went there, they said to me like, "Hey, Jump, I was cooking and those guys at that time. Everyone who leaves this changing room comes out. He's all end up being a businessman." I'm like, what are these guys saying?
Wow. And here you are. We're gonna speak about you as a business, and you're gonna let us know more about your business. And what I like most about your kind of you know with the sitting arrangement, and you're the best person to explain what kind of business that you do. But from the standpoint, from seeing it on social media and having branded cushions, it's really tough to sit in a cricket match and watch. Yes, the fun is happening, the sixes are happening, the wickets are being taken, but your comfort is everything. Have you ever felt you stand up, you're like, yes, my bum is sore here. Take us through your
business.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that time, so I was going through a lot there. So I just had a baby. So I just moved.
Shout
I
out,
just moved their family from KZN to Joburg, and I just lost my dad. 2018.
So mentally, you're not in a good space.
And I lose my contract.
So mentally, you are not in a good space.
Yeah. So I'm playing the one game. I'm like, hey, financially I'm not there, and I've got to take care of a family.
And then there's a child. Yeah.
As a child, I'm like, hey, what am I gonna do? I was playing a game, and then I was in the fine leg or something. I'm like, you know, I wonder is when it gets quiet and you look around in a game, and what can I do here?
Wow.
That's the question I asked myself. I'm like, what can I do?
This
here?
is during a game and someone is going.
I was like, what can I do? I was like, what can I do? Yeah. I'm like, wow, sitting. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, cushions and brand them. These company names and stuff like that. And yeah, I was like, yeah, let me try it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm also busy with them now for this game on the 17th. I've got come to. But the reason that I started with cushions is just to create relationships and build relationships with good companies and empower myself and grow whatever stuff. But I know I've got those companies I've got a relationship with all these companies that are. And
if there's a company that doesn't even know what you're talking about, in your own words into the camera, tell them about your business.
Yeah, man. I think we started as so we're more in the sporting scene. So we work with all the stadiums. Started Wanderers. I've done FNB Stadium, Kaizer Chiefs, Orlando Pirates.
And this is not only limited to cricket.
No.
Yeah.
If you've got a suite, or if you want a suite, now I've moved to suites now.
Okay.
So now we're doing suites. So now we can get you a suite if you want to entertain clients for a game, and then you just come and then you sit and you enjoy cricket on the day. Food, everything, drinks, everything are there, and yeah.
Wow.
Enjoy.
So you know who to call when you want to get sweet tickets for a test match
definitely.
all day. I know who I'm calling.
Knowing people who know people in the high places. And
So,
Yeah. Also, I just want to I don't just rewind a bit, or maybe let him finish. Maybe finish and then we'll want to ask him a cricket-related question. So let him finish about the business. Then
Okay.
there's
All right. Cool. So with the suites, you then take care of all the sitting arrangements in the suites, in the box. All the sitting arrangements, any advertising that they need, and all that.
Yeah,
You cater for everything.
I've been doing cautions a lot, and I've done with quite a lot of big companies. So now the businesses thing are still there, but I think you need to always progress now into the hiring of suites.
Okay.
And entertain and go. Maybe it's whatever company it is. I don't want to mention company names.
Definitely. Yeah.
So whatever company it is, then I'll so okay, we've got this on this day. 28 or 32 people we can bring to the stadium.
Entertain them
with a certain amount of money you can pay and watch cricket. It's an experience.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so
Definitely.
that is what I'm pushing also on
Awesome
the
stuff.
side.
Hero, your question?
Yeah, so you've gone from Border to Griqualand West to Dolphins to the Lions. So because now I'm a club cricketer, how different is the club cricketing scene across those? What's the difference? Obviously, the wickets, towards the Cape, they're low and slower. There's a bit more bounce up in the high veld. Kimberley was quite dry when I played there. So
you played in Kimberley?
I played a couple of games.
Which club?
Yeah. No, I was playing. I was traveling with Gauteng.
Oh, Gauteng.
Guys, it's hot there. It's hot.
It's hot,
sometimes you forget.
I've had a heat stroke.
Okay.
And to play the next game.
Between 11 and 1, you are not thinking about the ball. You are just checking how many overs I'm playing. Oh, 30. There's still 20 to go. I'm 32. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's okay. Can I come to the slip, please?
Okay, we've got 5 minutes with Aya here.
Oh.
So take us through the club cricket.
It's 5 minutes already.
Exactly.
Time flies.
For someone that was saying she's talking for an hour, yeah.
Time flies here. So maybe just tell us about the club cricket element, and then we can jump to something else.
Yeah. So what?
Club cricket.
Club cricket.
Yeah. How are the different provinces?
I'll explain it in terms of.
Check your mic.
We go to border. Where I'm from, the culture is there. The culture of cricket is there. I'll quickly mention the culture of cricket is there. The love of cricket. There's a lot of history of black cricketers there. From Akale Kusha and all of that.
Hey, we hear about that every year.
He's good. You must listen to him. So you see, there's a rich culture there. The only thing that I'd say that is lacking there is infrastructure and finances into the game. Then I moved to Kimberley. Kimberley is similar also. It's the same. But there's 2 black clubs, which was like Nkhaleshwe, Frank Roro, and the one who was Postman is one from Nkhaleshwe. The big one, they know it. I forgot the name now. So there's a bit of a structure, but still, when you go to your town, like your Pretoria, your Durban, even Joburg, the more of the structure and finances of the clubs are more solid, and it's like it's something that's generating finances. There's coaches, there's structure, which I wish for those clubs like in the Eastern Cape, because there's a lot of talent that's in the country, and Westly in the Eastern Cape, with blacks, with colours, that we should learn from Pretoria, learn from how the white clubs, I'd say, how they operate. Yeah. But finances is the most important thing.
I agree.
So and we're not going to ask money from, it should be us working together with Banabamnyama and saying, okay, let's support each other. Let's go support the cricket. So we need the business guys that are there. We need to put money into the cricket, and there's a return of investment everywhere. When you see 1 or 2 kids playing for South Africa,
that's a return.
That's a return of investment.
Yeah.
You see, so that's the thing that I felt that it lacks. It's lacking in the black cricketing structure. Which I hugely support.
Something I'm very passionate about.
Which I'm very passionate about. Yeah. So finances and the club structure.
Would you say Joburg has got by far, or Gauteng has got by far better club
Pretoria,
protocols?
Pretoria, Joburg, Durban, they found Cape Town. Yeah, I think they're more structured. I think there's a process. They're more structured, but then also there's a lot of guys and also Eastern Cape. Eastern Cape is big.
It's very big.
So guys have to travel. You have to wake up at 5 o'clock and go play.
Another
day.
Joburg
is more. Joburg you can move around.
Everything is within. Yes.
See, so there's also those boundaries and stuff like that interfere with that.
Absolutely.
So answer the question.
No, for sure.
Aya then decides, okay, fine, you've gone through a very successful playing career, playing first-class cricket, and boom, he coaches the ladies. I think you've been involved with the Wanderers ladies. And was it Wanderers or Eds? Old Eds ladies. And was this the start of your coaching career, or were you at the point where, because you're still young, but
I've always coached.
Are you, or is it? Okay. Are you mostly transitioning into the coaching era and you let go of your playing?
I'm in coaching now. I'm passionate about it. I love it. I think it's something that I'm trying to take on now. which I'm enjoying it. I'm learning a lot from it.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's where I'm at. And
Congratulations,
I'm trying to push
you just landed a big gig as the head coach of Pirates. What are you hoping to achieve with those guys?
No, man, the guys just moved into the Prem
A.
A now.
Yeah.
So
I think we're
just,
playing each other next week.
Oh,
Just-
geez.
Yeah, we've got a
That
warm-up
will be
game.
that-
Next week Saturday, yeah.
Is it
Yeah,
a
we've got
warm-up
on the
game?
The warm-up
16th.
game on the
Awesome.
16th. Yeah,
Okay,
home,
okay.
So we just, I think the plan is just to get the guys in and adapt to club Prem A cricket, which is a lot of talent, and then just use my experience into also firstly to just learn what they have and see what they have, and also giving my experience through my 15 year of playing professional cricket and giving back
Yeah.
to the club and
How has
teaching
been
guys.
if they welcomed you, how has been the
No,
culture
it's
at
been
Pirates?
great. It's been great. Guys are very chilled. Guys are hungry. And I'm dealing with guys that are similar my age. Guys are working. They love the sport.
They
They
love the
support the
game.
club.
Yeah.
One thing I would say, they support the club a lot. And everyone is involved. Everyone is hands-on with the club.
There's so much power when everyone is involved.
Guys
Pirates have
everyone
a
is
rich- They have a
hands-on.
very rich history.
History.
One of the most successful clubs in the,
Yeah.
in the province.
Yeah.
They've got
In Joburg.
yeah.
Wow.
It's
Joburg, yeah,
it's
they've
it's the oldest club in
Yeah.
Johannesburg.
But there's
And
culture.
it's one of they've won like a lot of clubs.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a
It's a
You know,
good
they've
one.
had guys like Steven
Overwhelming.
Jack, Sylvester Clark,
Yes.
all of the players were good.
Yeah.
you know.
So, yeah, I know.
Any
Yeah.
new players
This
that
is
Now we've got some- we've got some
any new
signings.
players that you've brought along?
Yeah, we've got some signings.
Uh-huh.
You will see them.
I know one of them. I know one of them because he was supposed to join us, and then he just disappeared.
Hey.
I just saw him leave the group. Then I saw an announcement on the Pirates page. I was like, "How? Just like this?"
God.
I didn't
Anyway,
know,
we leave
man.
that between us. Yeah, my
I'm
daughter.
sorry.
Ah, yeah, it
I didn't know
happens.
that.
Are you going to play?
Yeah, I'll play some games. I'll play some games, but my coaching now is the thing.
That's
So
that's
from
amazing.
professional cricket, I'm done.
That's
Yeah, when you
okay.
see the boys fucking up.
Are you calling it quits with professional?
Professionally, I'm done.
You're done. You're done. Now
I'm,
focus
I've
on
had my
You've
fair
had your
share.
fair share. Yeah. How has been your overview of professional cricket over the past 15 years?
Oh, rock, but I'm so blessed to play it. But I never thought I would. I started playing cricket in grade 8. So I appreciate every moment of
You're
it.
grateful.
The game,
Yeah.
how it's taught me and who I am now. I'm very grateful.
Yeah.
You know when you start, you want to play for South Africa and
Definitely.
other things.
Yeah.
But yeah, it didn't happen. But which I'm very.
But you still.
No, maybe I might be a bowling coach for South Africa.
Exactly.
see
You
what I'm
still
saying?
be in the setup.
Still
yeah.
somewhere, somehow.
You
So
still be
I'm
in the
still
setup,
involved in
yeah.
the game.
Yeah.
I'm if I can coach a kid, a boy, a man, and make him to go play the other thing, I've achieved.
Hey, you
I've
shout
tried
out
to
for what
things.
you've done to Gilbert Rogers. I think he's
that's a boy.
his family is a contributor to this whole setup.
Oh, is it?
Like
Oh.
Mark and
Mark
Pam,
and
have
Pam.
been, they've been nothing short of. I call her mom.
That's my family. Yeah.
Yes, I
Very
call her
nice.
mom literally with all my being. Literally, I can just call mom at 12 midnight and say, "Mom, I need you," and she'll drive through
Yeah.
without even
Pam.
asking what's wrong.
Beautiful
That's
soul.
very good.
Oh yeah,
soul.
Gilbert, no,
Yeah.
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 Coached him at LP.
Yes,
You might
yes,
probably
yes.
see Gilbert there, Pirates.
You can see.
I hear you, Wanderers, yeah.
But-
I think he's the SC1 captain. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
he's-
No.
and he's
The
a very good
Wanderers,
captain,
huh?
Wanderers,
He's
yes,
proper,
yes.
yeah.
And
Played
it's
against
it's
them
amazing.
last
Loves the
thing-
game.
Yeah, I played against
Amazing
him
thing
last
what
year.
you've
Loves the
done
game.
with Gilbert, with his mindset and overall
Fight.
his fight, his hunger.
got a
He
Right.
just
That
needs,
kid is
he just
hungry.
needs to chirp harder.
No, he's hungry. That kid is.
I know he's hungry, but he
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
just teach him to chirp a bit harder because his chirps were soft and I walked to the wicket. I'm like, is this a chirp? You know,
Well,
It's
it's called-
amazing.
he was complimenting me.
Yeah.
I'm betting at 8 and he's complimenting my 4 defense. I was like, no, chief, doesn't work
But
like
then,
this.
probably that's chirping. Eh?
No,
You never know.
no. I'm used to, hey, you know, the volume
But
is
then,
high.
what I love most about that kid, to have a kid that's so hungry about his bowling, so hungry about his batting, so hungry about his keeping.
He loves his cricket.
He loves the
Loves
game,
the
and I
cricket.
don't
I
think
told
the
him-
game. I don't think the game is being.
I told him,
lenient
I
on
told Gilbert, I had a chat with him. I said, Gilbert, you love the game. We need people like you more in the game.
Yeah.
You need to get involved. You need to do your levels. He's like, no, I'm already doing my levels in the UK area with this.
because it's going to
Do
the
your
game.
levels, do your things, and you might never know. You might be Need some
No, kid
people that are
loves the
passionate
game. Yeah.
in the game,
We
and
need,
he's one
we
of
need
those.
people like those.
That's why I
Absolutely.
enjoy working with him.
We need people. I worked with Gilbert,
He's
and I
passionate.
still work with him with his batting. Like literally, you can call me and say, "Tez, are you free? Do you have time this week?" Yeah, sure. Let's do some work. So you've done so well with his bowling, and I just want to send. I've told you bits and pieces on the call, but for the most part, what you've done with that kid's head has been amazing. So thank you. You're a good coach.
Thank
bro.
you, man. It's part of
Thank you.
sport. I think
Yeah.
a sport is the mind, it's the body, it's the soul. So I think if those three work together,
Yeah.
I think you can achieve anything in life that you want to.
Yeah.
It's not about South Africa and playing cricket, but you as a human being and the way you live and fight battles of life. I think that's what the sport is taught
Yeah.
me.
Cricket has a lot of lessons, especially cricket has a lot of life lessons.
Okay, gents, before Aya has gone 1 hour, 5 minutes and he was complaining, what are your last words, bro? Actually, let me go with Hare. Anything that you want
From
to
my
add
side,
on?
I think the season's still early, so I think we'll definitely have you back
Yeah.
to give an overview of
You are starting Coach's Corner. so
Coach's
Aya's
Corner.
gonna
So
be part
we'll
of
have
that,
we're gonna have Aya down. We've already
Yeah.
had Sia down.
Yeah.
We'll have Jeff from Easterns, but we'll definitely in the club
Yeah.
Premier
Within
League
the-
A
the
circuit,
club,
we'll definitely
yes,
have
yeah,
coaches
yeah.
that are telling us, what their plans are, what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
I think that's what we want to do with this podcast is just grow the club cricket game because
Yeah.
people know the club cricket
Yeah.
game.
It's proper.
Awesome. Any last words from you?
No, man, I'll say thank you, Tats, man. I think you also, bro. I know we've done clinics together.
Yeah.
I can see your hunger into sports and hunger into making things better and Tats is always something new that he's doing. There's always something new, man. So man, you also inspire what you're doing. You inspire us in what you're doing.
Appreciate it.
Look at this studio now. It's proper, boss.
Thank you.
In your house, and
Yeah.
then something that guys don't even think about. So keep the passion up and keep on building this game and keep on working on this game to make it great.
Awesome.
So it's one thing that I'll say to you.
I
But
appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother.
It's not every day that you get to have a compliment and you just soak it in. It's always really, really tough. Pomza, do you have anything from your side? Okay. Do you have anything? Going once?
Hold on.
Give her the mic.
Hold on 1
Give
second.
her the
We're
mic.
shuffling the furniture.
You can never be a woman without anything to say.
No, I just want to thank Aya for blessing us with his presence. Unfortunately, I didn't hear the rest of the interview, but I will listen.
Yeah.
All right. Yes. Thank you to Budwe Kasalaga.
You're advertising.
This video
You're
is not
advertising.
sponsored by
ABN
Castle
phone us. ABN phone us.
Yeah.
Ben.
Anyway, if you're still here, thank you
Praneet.
so much. Thank you. You've been amazing. Aya was here, and in as much as it may be a long episode, but I did not feel the longness of it or the length of it. He didn't even as well. So if you're still here, I know it's because you're glued onto your screens, and that's what we're trying to achieve with this podcast. Again, if you like it, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. That way, more people are going to hear about this. More people are going to know about us. More people are going to know about the people that we're bringing on, their families, and who they attribute their success to, and understanding what it means to be a professional, understanding what it means to be a professional coach, a player, and even being a viewer. A lot of people don't understand the game of cricket, but because we keep on talking about it, you're going to learn a thing or two. And if you're advertising, we spoke about this. And from us to you, we love you so much. Take it easy. We're getting into the weekend. Take it easy. Stay safe. Keep believing. And God bless you. Cheers for now.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people